to break the record and then to lose the game. Then come back out and run around and celebrate. It was a bittersweet moment. There is my man, Brian Urlacher.
Emmitt, what's up?
Not much, brother. How you doing, man?
Doing well. I don't have the Cowboys game on, though, or the Bears game on. So,
well, you're right. Well, you're right. You called it right the first time. The Cowboys game.
The Bears game. Are you there?
Yes, sir. I am good. You're looking good, man. You down? You in Phoenix?
Arizona, buddy. You know it, man. You been traveling a lot? Always?
Quite a bit. Been traveling enough. You been playing golf?
Yeah, not good, but I've been playing. Gosh. How about yourself? I'm not good at golf right now.
I played a little bit of golf about a week ago, but I haven't played this week at all. It's been a celebratory week, and the rain came on Friday. Just kind of threw things off a little bit here too. Yeah, it rained. It rained Thursday and Friday, pretty much, bro.
Ugh, don't like that. What's the celebration for? 20 years? 20
years, man, of becoming the all-time leader in Russia, bro.
I remember watching that game, E. I remember.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, you was around when Walter was around, were you?
No, so he passed away in 1999.
Okay, that's right.
I got drafted in 2000. He was gone the year before I got here.
Okay.
I got there, yeah.
Yeah. Amazing man.
I know. That's the one thing I wish I could have met. Well, I know, of course, I know his family, his kids, Brittany and Jarrett, and the Connie's wife, but I never got a chance to meet Walter, unfortunately. Heard, obviously, great stories about him. Great man.
20 years ago, I mean, when I broke the record, Connie, his mom, Walter's mom,
Eddie Payne,
they were all at the game. And I got a chance to embrace them and celebrate with them, and I was so thankful for that moment because Walter was not there.
Yeah.
That's what made breaking the record a little bittersweet, because when you do something of that magnitude, you want the hero or the man that you've idolized to be right there to give you to pass the torch in such a way that it's everybody appreciates it.
Were you a Walter Payton fan growing up?
Yes, I was.
Me too.
Had him in my locker. A photo of him in my locker and everything else. I got a chance to meet him for the first time in like '92 here in Dallas at a Don't Walk Award event.
Okay.
And Brian, I was in awe. He and I had one-on-one conversations. I started asking him all kinds of questions, man, about how his workout, how he trained, how he eat, how he prepared his body, how he recovered, what was it like to transition from the game. I got a chance to ask that man so many doggone questions.
You're lucky. Did you talk about running those hills outside of Lake Forest?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Those hills are still there, man. So they were right by my house when I lived up there. And
really?
Something good happened.
Yeah, something good just happened.
Yeah.
Caller just scored a touchdown.
Was it 21-7?
Yeah, it's 27 right now.
Ouch. Hey, Dak's back, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm a Dak guy, by the way. I mean, I grew up a Cowboys fan, so it's hard for me not to root. When the Cowboys aren't playing the Bears, it's hard for me to not root for the Cowboys.
I understand, bro. I understand.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So you say you're not playing much golf?
I am, but I'm just not playing much good golf. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely playing quite a bit. I mean, the weather's great here, so I can play golf all the time. My game is such a train wreck all the time. Are you playing in Orlando this year again?
You talking about the one in January?
Yes, and
I've never played in it. I want to, and I might go down and play in it.
You got to go. Damn it. But we played with the LPGA Tour players, so you get a chance to watch them hit it 40 yards by you every tee shot, which is very disheartening. But they're good, man.
Yeah, they are good. They are real good. Playing with Annika Sorensen one time. I watched the ball. I'm like, damn.
Oh man, I played with Annika in Tahoe a couple years ago. Me, her, and Tony Romo, your boy. He's pretty good at golf too.
Yeah, he got a good stick. So B.
Yep.
I mean, you don't have the game on, so you really can't compliment or even comment on anything that.
Dude, so we live. I don't have the NFL. I don't watch football enough to have all the ticket junk because I don't really care anymore. But I get whatever game we get locally, which is not more than often is the Cowboys game because we're kind of close, and Cowboys are America's team, so we do get quite a bit of their games here. But we didn't get it this week. We got the Cardinals and the Vikings. But I was following the game on my GameCast earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus, I may have made a wager. I may have made a wager on the game as well, just to make sure.
Yeah.
Possibly.
So what you think about Justin Fields, man, and his transition and what's going on in the Bears offense?
We got to get Justin some help, is what I think. You know, there's really not much around him. I know next year they're planning on spending a bunch of money because we have a bunch of cap money. But look at his receivers. Look at his – I mean, he doesn't have a lot around him. Defensively, they just traded Robert Quinn, last week. Our defensive end set the record last year for the Cowboys – or for the Bears sack record. But we got to get Justin some help. He played pretty well. I didn't watch the game Monday night versus the Patriots, but I was told he played pretty well. His numbers look good.
Yeah.
I mean, he can make things happen with his feet. You just got to get him some people to throw the football to and some protection.
Yeah. He's really not a bad passer. Really not a bad passer at all.
Got a good arm. We got to give him someone to throw the football to, man. It's something every year. I feel like the last few years has been one or two guys, short on the offense or defense that just keeps them from getting over that hump.
Right.
Well, I'm sure most teams say that too. It's probably go around the NFL. You can say that about every team.
Just about.
Yep.
Just about.
Hey, I'm going to be honest. Vikings looking good. That's all I'm going to say. They're looking good this year. That's all I'm going to say. All right. And Brian, we're going to start taking fans too. So we're going to start taking it away. We're going to go to Texas. Spriggans, take it away.
I have a question. Will the Cowboys continue to be as successful as they were in the early 90s?
Well, I don't know if it's going to be like the early 90s. But, because the game itself has changed. The rules have changed. Salary cap is forcing people to make tough decisions probably at the wrong time when they really don't want to do it. And it's forcing people to load up for a period of time, and then they got to retool. So I don't know if the Cowboys will ever get back to the level that we were at during the 90s. But we can see them get to a place where they may win a Super Bowl, and then they may make 3 or 4 more years, and they may win another Super Bowl, something like that, just because the salary cap itself has impacted the game in such a way.
Okay. Good answer.
What you think, Brian?
Man, it's so hard, like you said, to keep teams together these days. And Cowboys find ways. I don't know how they pay everybody, Emmitt. They got Zeke, they got DeMarcus, they're about to pay Micah. They got everyone paid. I don't know how they do it every year with that. Jerry must know some rules or something to bend that salary cap or something, because I feel like he finds a way to pay everybody. But yeah, it's hard to keep teams together. You see with free agency and stuff, and guys, especially the money they're getting paid these days, it's going to be hard for not just the Cowboys, but anyone to do that.
Anybody.
They're the last guys to do that.
Patriots is the best at it. They're the best at it.
They were, yes.
They definitely were the best at it.
Yeah, no doubt. It's a great franchise, man. They do a great job there of keeping guys there, and people want to go there and play because they know they're gonna have a chance to win. But they did know that.
Exactly. All right, brother.
All right, thank you, guys.
I was a little nervous for it.
That's why I had to cut it off quick.
Quit talking, man.
He was fine.
Stress.
Cowboys are going to be good. Bears are going to be solid. All right, we got to take them. Hey, just focus on the road. Focus on the road, guys. Yeah. But no, thank you so much for sending the questions. That's commitment, I guess. He wanted to talk to you guys really bad, I guess. So that's good stuff right there. All right, we're going to hit up Allison. Allison, take it away.
I just wanted to let you know first, Emmitt, I am representing today's celebration 727.
727.
I almost gave you a few extra yards, but I know you had several thousand after that one. So my question is actually for Brian.
Excellent. I'm glad.
I wanted to ask you to grade the Cowboys' current defensive line.
Okay.
Or line.
Can I just add Micah Parsons in there, please? Because Micah Parsons, to me, is the best defensive player in the NFL right now. Huge fan of his. So their D-line, besides DeMarcus Lawrence, and who's playing good, Fowler's playing well this year too, but they got a bunch of guys who they just kind of, I don't really know who they are in the middle, but those dudes make plays. They get in the backfield, they create havoc. Dan Quinn's got them making plays. They get to the quarterback. Diggs still getting takeaways. What's it? Number 6, is it? I don't know. Is it Wilson? Number 6? Emmitt, do you know his name?
Yeah.
Makes plays as well. But Micah Parsons, to me, is the best defensive player in the NFL. I got a ton of respect for him. you watched last week or two when he ran around and chased the guy, and then Detroit fumbled the next play.
Yeah.
That's huge. Keeps points off the board, and they end up getting the takeaway. So it's pretty awesome.
So if you look at the defense as a whole, what grade would you give them then?
I would go A- because it's so. I mean, A+ is like no points, no third downs, takeaway. So I would say A-. And the thing I like about them is they play hard. They all get to the football. They turn around and run the ball every play. Love that about them.
And we recently added a couple of guys, and so I'm wondering and hoping that they can integrate really quickly. Is that difficult to do?
I have no idea, honestly. I mean, I wouldn't think so because they've played football their whole lives, and it's just a matter of getting the scheme down. And I feel like they just rotate guys in on that defense. I don't think it's a tough scheme to learn. That's probably why they play so fast, because it's not difficult to know what you're doing every play.
Well, thank you for your insight, Emmitt. Congratulations on the 20-year anniversary.
Thank you.
I'm a lot older than you are, so I just want to say you look great for 20 years after that awesome achievement. And although I'm wearing my Jethro Pugh jersey today, I am paying homage to your great record. So
thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Take care.
The helmet with your numbers, I was like, you talk to Emmitt. And she's like, all right, grade our defense. I love it.
Caught him off guard a little bit.
Yeah, I love it when they come ask you questions.
And you got to ask a defensive player defensive question. So I love it.
That was a great question, though.
Hey, Cowboys fans know their stuff too. You know that, right? They aren't just fans. They know like what's going on.
Right.
Hey, I was gonna say that defense flies around, my man. I'm gonna be honest though. You hit it right on the head. A-, dude. Whew.
Emmitt,
they do. They fly around now.
They get to the ball.
Yeah.
I don't know their interior. I don't know their names. All I know is they make plays. That's all I know.
When I'm playing against a defense that flies around the ball like this, I tell my son this. When you study and tape and you see the running back get tackled or the wide receiver get tackled, the number of jerseys on the defensive side that's around the ball.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian. Too, by the way, of course.
How you doing, Hayden?
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
My question is actually mainly for you this morning, and of course you, Emmitt. I'd like to know both your thoughts on this roughing the passer rubbish. I mean, rant away, please.
You want me to
go ahead? Go ahead, Brian.
Hey, I don't understand. I mean, rubbish is a nice way of putting it. I mean, Tom Brady gets sacked a couple weeks ago versus Atlanta. He gets sacked and they call a penalty on him. And then you got one, 2 weeks, same thing the other night. I don't understand how you get a roughing the passer when you get sacked. Emmitt, something good happened again.
Yeah, well, it was a big play.
Man,
first down.
Wish I could be watching. Anyway, yeah. It's very frustrating to watch these games as a former defensive player. And then why can't they review it? Like they review everything in college,
everything else.
Targeting, everything, every other turnover, every touchdown. They review everything. Big plays in the game. Why not review them as well and see if the guy really, intentionally did what they said he did? It's very frustrating for me.
Yeah,
I agree with Brian. It is taken away from the game itself, and it's diluting the game. Let me put it that way. It's one thing to take away all of the hits, the vicious hits, and the crackbacks and all that stuff. It's another thing to where you got a man trying to do what is right and what you have told him he needs to do, and still penalize him anyway. Yeah. That is ridiculous. So you may as well if you're gonna get penalized, you may as well just knock the living crap out of him.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
You would call this. You may as well just knock him down. I mean, really knock him down. So
I mean, these guys, their job is to hurt people. That's the most hardcore position I've seen in world sport. And they're being told you have to play gentle.
Well, you can't. You ask us to play full speed, but then when you get to the quarterback, you got to slow down. You got to make those decisions, split-second decisions like that. You got to do that. You've taught him his whole life, or even in NFL still, to go. But wait, when you get to the quarterback, you got to wait. Don't hurt the guy. And now you got.
You can't train monsters and then say don't be a monster.
It's annoying. It's very annoying, Hayden. It's frustrating.
Extremely annoying, and it is decaying the game. Period.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's hope they look at that end of season.
They have to. They have to.
They may look at it, but they want points. They want to protect those quarterbacks, and they want points scored. But it's diluting the game, like you said, Emmitt. But still.
So to your point, Brian, they want points. They want to appease the bettors and the fantasy football lovers.
Yes.
That's what the game is boiling down to. That's why the running back core is devalued the way it is. They want the wide receivers and the quarterbacks and the interceptions and the kickers. They want this to be a high scoring game, so points and fantasy football lovers, draft picks and all that bull junk, all the shit that don't even really matter to the game.
No, you're exactly right. It's not about the game anymore. It's about what he can do. You know, money. It's about this.
Money.
That's all it's about.
So when the fans are mad at players getting paid for what they get paid for, you need to get mad at the league for diluting the damn game because the game is never the same. It's not the same game no more. It's just not.
I think we all missed the 90s, guys.
Yes. I'm with you, Hayden.
So obviously you came in 2000, right? And then you retired in 12
last year, yeah.
So did you kind of see a slow transition going from those hard-hitting days?
I love your look, Brian.
It didn't really affect my career, honestly, man. I think right after I retired is when it really started changing. The rules were always there for the quarterbacks, hitting them in the head, but the ones you saw were the lower body hits that started changing there towards the end of my career, but it didn't really affect the way I played. I didn't see a huge change throughout my career. They're always trying to get safer, especially with the helmets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I never saw the physical part of the game change on the field.
Hey man, there were some vicious hits. I'll tell you what, I loved watching you, man. You were incredible. So got to bring that violence back a little bit. Obviously, not too crazy or anything like that, but
no, don't be too physical out there. That'd be terrible.
I get some flag football. We'll start having flag football leagues. All right, Brian, we have this new segment we do every single week. It's called One Burning Question. We usually try to, not stir the pot a little bit, but kind of get the conversation going.
But stir it, yeah.
This one's a little bit easier. I think we've been kind of talking about it and kind of previewing it as the kind of conversation goes on. But our one burning question this week is, what do you remember from that day when Emmitt did break the record 20 years ago?
Oh, man. Well, I think we were playing that day. So it would have been my second or third year in the league. We were playing. So I saw it on ESPN. And I always, even when I played, I always followed the Cowboys. Wait, you were in Arizona when you broke it?
No.
You were still the Cowboys. You were still the Cowboys. Then you went to Arizona. Because I played you in Arizona. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that. I think I saw the highlights that night on TV because we were playing that day or that evening. Growing up watching Emmitt in the early 90s, and not just Emmitt, the Cowboys, the defense, receivers, Michael, Alvin Harper, Jay Novacek, Bill Bates, Darren Woodson, all these, Ken Nord Jr. That was my team. Leon Lett, Charles Haley. So I can go on and on about who I watched growing up as a kid. But to see one of the kids, and I actually got to meet Emmitt my second year up in Tahoe, and we played golf together. I don't know if you remember this. We played golf together in Tahoe, and he was super gracious and nice to me as a little runt that I was back then. But anytime you see one of your childhood kind of heroes do something like that, it's pretty awesome. I mean. And to break Walter's record was a big deal in Chicago because the media, they don't want to see that record broke. No one wants to see that record broken.
No one wants to see that record broken.
Nobody wants.
No one wants to see it. Exactly. So there was
cool.
People were bittersweet about
it. Nobody wanted that record broken, man.
I was gonna say, Emmitt, what do you remember from that day? Like I said, we were kind of touching on it before, but really set in stone and deep down, what was kind of going through your mind and kind of the emotions once you almost broke it for a touchdown, honestly, when you broke the record. Yeah. But what was kind of going through your mind?
It was a number of things. I mean, obviously, doing something that I set out as a goal to do in 1990 as a rookie, and seeing that goal to come to fruition was amazing. But at the same time, it was bittersweet. Brian, you understand this. How do you celebrate individually when it's a team sport?
Yep, you're right.
And now, I mean, yes, the game stopped, and I didn't know what the hell to do in the middle of the game. Yeah. They paused the game. They actually paused the game and allowed me almost like 10 minutes to go around and shake hands and hug people and everything else in the middle of a football game. I never thought that would ever happen. never dreamt that would happen, never seen that part actually happen, and then have to go back out there and finish the game. And so to break the record and then to lose the game, then come back out and run around and celebrate, it was a bittersweet moment because of all of those things, and not to mention Walter wasn't there.
With the magnitude of that event, though, Emmitt, that I think that's why the NFL did that, obviously, because it was such a big deal. And obviously it's a team game, but individual accomplishments happen because your team, and those need to be celebrated as well. I understand that you don't want to be the guy, but those guys appreciated you getting that. They helped you get the record. They understand that, so they're going to celebrate with you. I'm sure I had a really good time celebrating that record.
Yeah, I mean, Daryl Johnson was actually calling the game.
Oh, that's bad. That's great. I love Moose.
Yeah,
Love Moose.
He actually was calling the game. Michael was on the sideline. Troy couldn't be there because in our minds, Brian, as you know this, as we do things that are special like that, you always envision doing things special like that with the people that help you get there.
Yes.
But at this time, a lot of those folks were gone.
Well, you played much longer than they did.
Yeah. No, I think we all played around the same. I played 13 with the Cowboys. I think Michael played about 11 to 12. Mm-hmm. Troy might have played about 11 to 12 too. Yep. So we all played around the same time. We just came in at different times.
Different times, yes. That's what it was.
Are we going to ever see you on Dance with the Stars?
No. No, sir. There may have been some rumblings of it a couple of years ago, but I heard about how much work y'all put in, how hard it is. I'm good. I like to watch it. Congratulations on your victory. I'm good.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you.
Oh, God. All right, so we're going to keep rolling with fans. We got a couple more. Emmitt, we're going to keep it close, and then we're going to let you guys, off the hook so you can enjoy the game.
Are they honoring you at halftime, Emmitt? Are they doing something for you at the stadium?
No, I don't think. No, I'm not going down onto the field or anything like that. But they are obviously they're gonna honor me through the network.
Yeah, dude, Jerry is the man.
Yeah, he is the man.
Oh, he takes care of his former players better than anybody, any owner in the NFL. It's unreal. Love it.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, big fan of that guy.
All right, we were talking about it before, Emmitt. I mean, the love for the Dallas Cowboys and his alum is just incredible out there. I mean, 20 years afterwards, and it's incredible, my man. But yeah, we're going to keep taking fans, a couple more, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. But first off, we're going to go with the GOAT whisperer, I should say. Lou, I know you jumped the queue and everything like that, so he used his points to jump the queue. He wants to ask you guys questions, so use that fast pass, guys. So obviously excited. So Lou, take it away.
Well, happy 20th anniversary. After 20 years, the discussion should be over. You are officially goated. Give me one of these, E. I can't be there to do it. Give me one of these. You're officially goated, brother. The discussion is over. 20 years, nobody's going to touch your record.
Oh man, so, they said that 30-some years ago when Walter did it. So
yeah,
but the way the game has changed, it kind of looks that way. But if a man did it one time, Brian, I believe a man can do it again.
I agree.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen. You said it.
I think he's going to have to play till 50 to catch you.
Well, ain't nobody going to pay somebody that long, that much money.
Sir.
I had a question for you, Emmitt. Did you ever discuss your goal of breaking Walter's record with him? And what's your fondest memory of Walter?
Oh, man. I was telling Brian, one of the first times I ever met Walter was right here in Dallas at a Don't Walk the Water event. And he and I got a chance to talk one-on-one. I asked him so many questions around his work and everything else. But at the end, I asked him this question too. I said, who do you think that's playing in the game today that has a chance of breaking your record? He said, to be honest with you, there's only two guys. He said, Barry Sanders and you. I said to him, I don't know what Barry wants, but I know I want to break the record because that was one of my goals. He said, well, it's out there for you to go get it. And before you know it, I looked up 13 years later. I'm getting across that plane, and it's those moments that keep ringing in my mind and ringing in my ears when I think back to the record and I think back to Walter himself and how much he poured into me that night. Because that night I left with a totally different perspective on how to prepare for the game, how to prepare my body, how to take care of my body, how to eat right, and how to not only love and enjoy the game, but be prepared to transition from the game. And that right there forever will stand out of my mind.
And during that discussion, what was the most important piece of advice that he gave you?
I think the most important piece of advice he gave me was like, hey, just continue to work hard and be who you are. And I've been pulled away because I got to go get ready for this next thing.
Okay.
So I got to jump. I'm sorry.
All right. No, that's cool.
Ron, thank you so much. Thank all the folks. I got to dip out.
We're just gonna ask you one more question. It's pretty easy, my man. What do you think about the event so far?
It's pretty cool. I like interacting with fans. You know, I always enjoy events, and even when I go like to speaking engagements, I like to take questions from the fans. I want to know what they want to know. You know, I want to know what they're thinking. I want to know what questions they have. You know, you can ramble. I can ramble for as long as you want, but I like to, you know, interact with people and answer questions that they want answered.